Going to change the oil in a 2000 Cavalier. This has the 2.2 motor. 2.2 motor takes 4 quarts of oil, according to the operation manual. Now I'm going to lift it because I'm going to put these ramps under it. You do put these ramps on to kind of make sure they're straight to the car. These aren't, so I gotta move them over a little bit. Look at my wheel turn as I first stand up.
On your seatbelts. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Want to shake you a little bit?
Yeah.
Make sure when you do this to pull the emergency brake up. You don't want the car moving while you're trying to change the oil, and have it in park. We'll go ahead and turn the car off.
That's better.
Better?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a good idea to have the oil a little bit hot. So let me check the temperature gauge.
Okay, put the skin on here.
It is a little bit hot. I'll have it a little bit hotter. Oil flows better when it's hot. The wheels on the ramp good. The wheels on the ramp fine. Well, now the tools you'll need is a bucket,
A bucket, shark.
a funnel,
A funnel, shark.
a ratchet,
A bucket, shark.
filter, and oil. And also, I like to use this, it makes it a whole lot easier, a filter wrench that fits the oil filter.
Shark.
And when you buy it, make sure like you look up the oil filter in the department and just try it out, stick it on the end of it. Now after you get the car warmed up, you go ahead and turn it off. And this one's at halfway. This far. You gotta pop the hood also, because you have to be able to get to the filter. The filter on this car is located near the firewall at the backside of the motor on the passenger side, under the power steering pump. I'm not sure if I can show you on camera. There it is, all the way against the firewall. See the filter down there? You want to see?
Yeah.
Also, you need a set of sockets to take the oil nut off. That's at the bottom of the oil pan. Also, when you're under here, beware of this pipe. This is the exhaust pipe. It's going to be very hot. And there's the oil nut on the bottom of the oil pan here, right next to the pipe, so beware. I'm gonna try different sizes till I find it.
I got all this off the back.
Too little.
There's a riddle, Daddy.
Too little.
A riddle. Dad. Is those holes?
Just right. And the socket that fits it is a 15 millimeter.
Oh. You don't have him.
Also, when you're under here, clear steer of the fan blade. If the car's too hot, it'll turn on automatically. Go ahead and take this off. Make sure your ratchet is set to the off position. Untighten it a little bit. Go ahead and slide the bucket under it. And then you can untighten it with your hand. Being careful of that exhaust pipe. Don't touch it, it'll burn you.
Burn what? Burn what?
It's also a good time to inspect that pipe. I always set my bolt next to the tire. You can inspect the exhaust pipe over here. That little braided metal braid, if it's broken, it's time to replace your exhaust flex pipe. This one's been replaced, so that's what looks so nice compared to what most Cavaliers, 2000 Cavaliers look like. And the oil is flowing really good. Now I bought a regular bucket mostly because it was cheaper. It was $1.60, and a flat, tiny, flimsy oil bucket was $3. This one's worked me so far. It's got a handle on it, and also it's got a handle at the back that you can grab when you pour it. And it's pretty convenient. Now wait for this to stop dripping. It may take a little bit. This is also a good time to look around the motor pan, see if there's any excessive leaks. This looks fine. The old pan, there's no excessive leaks. It looks pretty dry. And then the transmission seal, there's no excessive leaks. What you doing, buddy? You like helping Daddy? Show everybody the filter wrench.
The filter wrench? Where is it?
Yeah. Go get the filter. It's over there. It's a gold filter. It should be sitting over there. There it is. Yeah. Fits on the end of it. Yeah, that's where the wrench goes into. You put that on the end of it. Get your filter wrench. Put them together. No, not like that. Put this side. There you go. Is that fun?
Yeah.
Help me open it. Open it. There you go. Push that little plastic piece out. Oh, it don't come out easy, huh? There's a little plastic piece in here you gotta remove. It seems kind of stuck in there.
Yeah, cause my sticker.
Ain't no way a 3-year-old can get it out. I gotta use two. So what you do is you put the filter wrench on the ratchet like that. Make sure it's in the off position. And it should slide right on to it if I can still see it. Yeah, it's way down there. So that didn't work. You had to get underneath it. Man, I'm getting oil leaked on me. Let me get out from underneath here. So that didn't work. I had to get under it, and I had to use 2 extensions and a universal swivel, or universal joint. It's basically a swivel socket. And even then, it was a slick filter, so I had to kind of hold the filter wrench on it to get it loose. And now I'm getting it from the top because I'll do it with my hand. This car's got a little bit of a, what's a defect, bad engineering, where when you take the oil filter off, the oil that drains out of it when you're unscrewing it drips right into the exhaust flex pipe, and that's probably why exhaust flex pipes, you have to change them. They don't last forever because that oil's a little bit corrosive.
What's that? They're right there and right there. And right there to your mouth.
And there you go, I got it out. And my son's asked me what's that because I've had the oil leak on my face. Now what I gotta do is crawl back under there and
I could get it.
And put tighten the new one back on. So I can't really wrench tighten it from the top unless you're just gonna hand tighten it from the top. I might just hand tighten it as long as you get it on there real good. See, this one has a gripper on it, so you can actually tighten it pretty well. But I always get a little bit of the old oil and just put it around the seal, because that seal don't catch the car, it'll slide and seal off. So I'm gonna put this one on from the top. The filter I just put on there is a Fram ultra synthetic, and when you reach down there, it's hard to find the spot that the oil filter goes because you can't see. It's a little tube that threads into the center of the oil cap. If you can't find the spot, you can reach down there and try to find that tube with your hands, and you know where to put it. When you first start screwing it in, it needs to start off, it absolutely has to start off easy. Mine didn't start off easy right away. If it doesn't start screwing easy and you screw it in anyway, you cross-threaded the threads, which ruins it ruins the threads on your car, so you'll probably have to go to the mechanic and get some major work done. So if it starts, I just turned it a little bit and it didn't even go on easy. So then what I did, I backed off, unscrewed it a little bit, tried again, it went right on. So there's going to be some more oil that drains out after you take the filter out, because the filters have a drain back valve in them, and when you take it out, you're going to have oil coming from the bottom of the filter dripping under the car, and also you're going to have some oil dripping from the pan. So what I did is, before I took the filter off, I put the pan bolt back in the pan. Then when I put the filter back on, I took the bolt back out, let it drain a little bit. Hey, come here. I guess she don't want to change oil. She walked off. She's cute. So you put your 15 back on, and this time switch it over to the on position. Get under here. Oh, goodness. Thread your bolt back up. It's still dripping, honestly, a little bit. Now, the secret to this is make sure it goes on easy too, right away. If it goes on hard, then it's cross-threaded. This one's going on easy. And then once you get it snug on there with your fingers, snug it with your ratchet a little bit. Do not over tighten this, it'll mess it up. And also you gotta pay attention with how big your ratchet is, because if it's big ratchet, it'll over tighten it real easy. If it's a smaller one, I'm not saying give it a lot of force, but you're gonna have to give it a little more force. This is a medium one, so I got it on here. It's not leaking, so it's good. Put the oil back in. Takes 5W30. Take out the oil stick. Some cars have a separate place for this and a place for the oil stick, but this is built in one. Alright, put your funnel in there. Get your oil. I got two sitting here, so this is the full one. Take the lid off. Set it to the side to throw away later. Make sure you don't get none of these shavings in the car. That would just be terrible. And I gotta pour it with two hands. I have to put the foam down. About to drive it off the ramps. We sat here for a while and watched under it. Nothing's leaking. Noah, come here. Maya, move. He's about to move the car. Noah, come here with Daddy.
Okay.
Now the flex pipe has oil all over it, so he's got to back it up away from the house, let it run so it'll burn off. I don't want the smell going in the house. I guess he's going to do it later because he parked it right near the house. One thing I was going to tell you, my dad pointed out, when you take the old filter off, make sure the gasket's still attached. Because if the gasket's not attached, it's still in the car, and when you put the old filter on, it'll leak because there'll be two gaskets. And this filter needed to be changed. This gasket's hard already.